Sometimes it can be tough to find the perfect family activity, particularly with varying ages and diverse interests between parents and children. But somehow, a day on the lake becomes the great equalizer. Whether enjoying the speed and aerial trickery of the wakeboard, the ease and stability of a surfboard, or just relaxing on the boat, anybody can find something to enjoy. But how do you know which activity is for you? Well, that's where the annual Wake Up Weekend comes in.
So this is the 8th annual Wake Up Weekend. Actually, the 8th annual Taiga Wake Up is tomorrow, and this is our 3rd year of today's activity, which is the pre-Wake Up Sunset Surf Session demo, which what we do is we bring together all the major boat manufacturers and their retailers to be able to demo those boats and a myriad of boards that they sell through their pro shops to a kind of a curated audience of existing boat owners and people that are into this culture and into this sport specifically. And then tomorrow is one of the longest running and largest grassroots wakeboard competitions in the western U.S. So wakeboarding is a little bit more of an aggressive agro sport that does have consequences as you progress and advance through it. And what's really nice about wake surfing is that the whole family does it. So when I go out and do a demo or something, I'm usually teaching the kids, mom and dad, and often the grandparents to do it.
Typically, the last weekend in July, boat retailers, wakeboarders, extreme sports enthusiasts, and kids who just like to splash around gather at Pineview Reservoir just outside of Huntsville, Utah for the Wake Up Weekend. A surprisingly diverse group of vendors dot the shoreline to show their support of the event. Some of them, like our friends at ADSSS, are more sand than sea, but the event gives them a chance to share what they love with even more people.
ADSSS, when we got started with it, Club Rec asked us to come up and help cart machines around and people around, and from there it just turned into an every year chance for us to be out in the public and be able to help them out and show them a little bit of what we do at our dealership. Can-Am, Polaris, Sea-Doo, Husqvarna, and KTM, which we have. Basically, we're your one-stop shop in West Haven, Utah.
Now, the fun isn't only reserved for people on the water. The Wake Fest is a cornucopia of activities on the shoreline. Feeling flighty? Check out the helicopter simulator. Want to impress the Pepsi guys? Try out some of their beach games. Have some dance moves that you just gotta let out? Maybe keep those to yourself. But ultimately, just have fun. It's a crucial ingredient when it comes to creating long-lasting memories.
I've grown up on the water. To be able to come up here and get away from really everything, from tubing to surfing to wakeboarding to water skiing to just being with family and friends out on the water, that's hard to beat.
Now, wakeboarding and wake surfing are both relatively small sports. Nobody's going to argue that wakeboarding rivals the NFL in size or scope, but events like these serve as reminders that these smaller sports can still prove to be a unifying force for families. But bonding like this isn't solely locked to the water.
We live in this outdoor recreation mecca, and it's incredibly important that people that are invested in the community come together and that the retailers come together, and it's the only thing that really keeps it healthy is when you're kind of driving some commerce and continuing to build community and participation. So that's kind of the premise around everything that we do is kind of keeping it healthy.
We take them out, we do demo rides all the time, whether it's at the lake, whether it's in the sand at the desert, the dunes, the snow up in the mountains, just mountain riding up in the trails. I mean, Utah has so much to offer that so many people don't even know about, and for us to be able to take them in our machines and show them that, it's pretty cool to see the look on their face when you come to the lake or you take them up at 10,000 feet in the mountains and they've never seen that before.
From the trailhead, I'm Joe Davis.